talk about some really great original artwork, watercolor paintings that celebrate the history of team uniforms for the Atlanta Thrashers, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Minnesota Wild, and the Nashville Predators. And I'll get into the artwork in a lot more detail in just a minute, but let me paint kind of the bigger picture. This original artwork I really think would make a wonderful gift. You know, Mother's Day gift, Father's Day gift, Christmas gift, birthday gift, an anniversary gift, a retirement gift. And in fact, it doesn't even need to be a gift. Somebody could just be a great fan of one of those teams, the Thrashers or Blue Jackets or Wild or Predators, and if they were a fan of art, this really would make a beautiful hanging in their home or in their office. Let me give you a little background, and then we really will get into the art. My name is Scott Silcox, and I'm from Toronto. For 16 years, I owned a company called Maple Leaf Productions, and you know us Canadians, we use the word Maple Leaf on just about everything we do. And we made and sold a whole variety of products that celebrated uniforms. NHL uniforms for every NHL team, also every NFL team, every Major League Baseball team, quite a few college football teams, and even CFL uniforms, but I won't bore you to tears about the CFL. And what we did is we used this great artwork on a variety of products, and let me just show you a couple of the product families. The product that we sold an awful lot of were plaqued posters, and so forgive me, fans of the Thrashers and Blue Jackets and Wild and Predators, that I'm showing you a Leafs poster, but it gets the point across, or I hope it does at least, that it shows how we used the artwork celebrating the evolution of a team's uniform to celebrate the history of a team. So we did large plaqued posters. We also did a vertical plaqued poster. So we used the artwork on plaqued posters, but in addition to plaqued posters, we also did framed posters, and I'll just show you a couple examples. We did dozens and dozens of different shapes and sizes of framed posters. Here's just a couple to give you a sense. Again, the point that I'm trying to get across is how we use the artwork to celebrate a team's history. In addition to the plaqued and framed posters, we also used the artwork on a number of other products. Coffee mugs, the artwork was used on. We did clocks, again using the artwork on clocks. We did fridge magnets, just a couple different examples of fridge magnets. Did a neat little product called a fan frame, again tracing the evolution of a team's uniform. We did playing cards, kind of ace, king, queen, jack, 10 playing cards. Oh, and we did mouse pads and collector plates and a number of other products. What's my point? My point is that the artwork that we created really is somewhat famous artwork. Not only has it been seen on hundreds of thousands of products that have been sold across North America. And I know this sounds a bit self-serving, forgive me, I'm not trying to do it, but I am trying to get the point across that this artwork I really think is famous, because not only has it been seen on all those products sold across North America, but you'll also see them in the offices of team owners, in the offices of the league commissioners. You'll see them on TV shows and TV ads. You'll see the products in movies. You'll see them on team websites. Teams will ask us to use the artwork, and we're delighted to work with teams to allow them to use this artwork, and you'll see the artwork in the various halls of fame. So, as much as sports artwork can be famous, what we're offering here for sale, I think, really is famous sports artwork. And by the way, everything that I'm explaining in this video can be seen at our website. It's a website devoted exclusively to the sale of this original artwork, and the website is heritagesportsart.com. Now, let's get finally into the actual artwork. For each of these four teams, we've got two great pieces of art. For the Thrashers, we've got two beautiful pieces, kind of a home and away uniform. For the Blue Jackets, again, we've also got kind of a home and away, beautiful renditions of the Blue Jackets uniforms. For the Wild, we've got one from their first season, 2000-2001, and again, a home and away. And then we have two great Nashville Predators jerseys. So all of this great artwork you can see in a lot greater detail at our website, heritagesportsart.com. You'll be able to zoom right in and see the artwork and see the artist's signature and any notes that the artist might have left as the artist was working on the artwork. And let me just explain, for these four teams, the reason we've grouped these four together in this video is because all of these teams, Atlanta and Columbus and Minnesota and Nashville, all came into the NHL in the very late 90s or early 2000s. And as such, they don't quite have the breadth of uniform history to warrant a a plaque of this sort showing the entire team's history. It just, there aren't enough uniform variations yet for these teams. And so thus far we've just created 2 pieces for each of these because we've used this artwork on some playing cards, we've used it in various posters, so already this artwork has been used on thousands and thousands of products that have been sold across North America. And in the future this artwork will be part of a larger collection. So this really will be, this is collectible artwork. At any rate, I think I'm beating a point on that one. Let me explain the 3 ways you can actually buy the artwork, or kind of the 3 formats. And let's use, what should we use? Let's use a Minnesota Wild uniform. I think these are beautiful uniforms, but all of them are equally attractive. The first way you can buy the artwork is in this raw, unframed form, just like you see here. It's a beautiful watercolor painting. If you placed an order today, we'd package it up properly, we would ship it to you by UPS, and the price of $350 includes the UPS shipping. Then when you get the package in a week or 10 days' time, then you could frame or mount this however you see fit. You would own the original artwork, and you could mount it however you wished. That's the first way you could buy any one of these great pieces of art. The second way you could buy any of these pieces of art is in what we call our classic framed edition. Forgive me that I have a Denver Broncos piece here. Let's quickly make it a Minnesota Wild piece. In this case, it has a thin black metal frame, a double white mat, then the original artwork is framed, and there's an engraved plate below the artwork kind of describing the artwork and explaining what the artwork was used for. And this classic framed version is $425. Again, that includes UPS shipping right to your door. And if you placed an order today, it would be custom framed for you, meaning that it would take 2 to 3 weeks before it arrives at your doorstep, because we would frame these one at a time as somebody places an order. So those are really the 2 ways that you can purchase the artwork. The first is just the raw, unframed artwork that you would then frame or mount however you see fit, and that's $350, or for $425 you could buy the classic framed version. Both prices include UPS shipping. Now, just while I think of it, all of this great artwork was painted by a wonderful woman, and a great artist and a great person. Her name is Nola McConnon. Nola actually owns all of this artwork. She's asked me for my help in promoting the sale of the artwork, which I'm delighted to do. Nola's a great person, and I'm so happy to help. So just to explain who owns the artwork. Now, in terms of placing an order, it's really simple. There's just 2 ways. The first is visit the website, heritagesportsart.com. And on that website, it's fully e-commerce enabled. You can buy using any major credit card through the PayPal system, or you could, if you somehow felt that you wanted to speak to somebody live and in person, then please phone me. My name is Scott. My cell number is 416-315-4736. I'd love to talk to you. It'd be great to talk to a fan of one of these new NHL teams. I say new, I realize they've been around for more than 10 years, but to an old-timer like me, they're still relatively new franchises. But it'd be fun to talk to you. I could tell you some of the history that went into this, the research, the working with Nola the artist, about working with the NHL. So happy to answer any questions that you might have about buying this artwork. So that's really how you place the order. Just if you wanted to speak to somebody live, phone me, you'll get me. My name is Scott. I have 2 final points, and then I'll leave you alone. The first is, if you happen to know another NHL fan who you think might be interested in any of this great artwork, would you be nice enough to share this YouTube URL with them? If you would, that would be really kind of you. And secondly, you might recall at the outset that I mentioned that in addition to artwork for all of the NHL teams, we also have artwork for all the NFL teams, all Major League Baseball teams, and quite a few NCAA teams. In fact, we have over 1,500 pieces of beautiful original art, all available for sale at that website, heritagesportsart.com. So if somebody was a fan of the Vancouver Canucks, or the Oakland Raiders, or the San Diego Padres, or the Miami Dolphins, or the Dallas Cowboys, or the Boston Red Sox, the Carolina Hurricanes, we have amazing artwork available for all sorts of teams. And if you would be kind enough to share the website, heritagesportsart.com, with any friend who loves art and loves a team, I'd really appreciate that very much as well. So you've been great to put up with me. I know my future is not on late night TV selling Ginsu knives or super chamois, but thanks for taking the time to hear what I had to say, and I wish you all the health and happiness that should come your way. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.